On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Derrick Henry trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Hey, Wahoo! Mike, 48. Switch up. Ready?
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Let's go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Get it.
Henry out of the pistol. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, dimensions, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
60 Pittsburgh.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Keep going. Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
And while they hope to continue this drive, It's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Coming to you, coming to you. Set up.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Ready, ready. 56 the outlaw.
55. Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby.
Set up.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They ended up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45.
Come on, set. 60 or. Double time, double time. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. It's caught. Michael Pruitt.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Running jet sweep here, Humphreys. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Henry running right. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Ready,
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
X3, 218, chop.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Ready, ready.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. He finds Humphries. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Tennessee.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
50 seconds, come on. Watch the slack. Watch the slack.
Switch it. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Ready, go. Let's go.
A first down carry for Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Let it go. Watch 54.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. That's good for 28 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Ingram. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. Check 55 to Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Ready?
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face a third down.
Down. 10-2 saw.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Jackson. Buying time to his left. He'll run it, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. To throw is Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
90 Wolf. Watch the pass. They got tight left. 3 down.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
49, check 49, check 49. Come. 5.
Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Tannehill. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm coming.
Here's Jackson to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Let's go. Go to base. What we got? What we got? What we got? Hut, hut. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Not today, you are. Not today.
On third down, Mark Ingram. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Bandit. Bandit.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On the set. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Danny. Off. Ready. 54. Mike, 54. Focus defense.
On second and 12, Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Whip. Watch the whip.
On first down, Ingram. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Let it go. Give me that ball, defense.
Now it's Jackson. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Fourth down and less than a yard.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 46. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Check the hot read. General West.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On the set. Check 48's the mark. You ain't doing nothing, Doug. You ain't doing Pilot, 64, weak. Let's go.
On first down, Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
He's crashing. You're out. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Shoot.
On first down, Henry. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Ready?
To throw on 2nd and 6. Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 17-yard line.
We go. 60 outlaw.
Let's go. Check 43.
Hey, Charlie.
48 for Mike. Here we go.
Here's Tannehill. He's got it. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Ravens take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 62 yards, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Running jet sweep here, Humphries. A gain of 3, second down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
At the 39-yard line.
Let's go. 10-2 stop.
50 seconds to Mike.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Wide. Get wide. Blue draw quarters.
Switch.
Now.
On second down now, it's Henry, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Tannehill. It's caught, Humphries. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the Ravens' 46-yard line.
Ready, set.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Watch the twist.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Running jet sweep here, Humphries. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And that is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's Brett Kern now. He's been terrific so far. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Set. And read. Come to my work. What? Come to my work. 54. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
I'm coming for you. Mike. Set. Go. 54. Mike 54. On yard.
Throwing now is Jackson. And that is incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown in the final minute, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Got it.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Check three, check three. Bang, hey, lock it. Bang.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101. Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And despite the cold, despite the snow, this one was fun to watch, and I want to thank you for bringing 2 things, the space heater and the hot chocolate. Those were a big help for us here in the booth.
Yeah, just so you know in the future, get your own space heater. Okay, I'm an only child. I don't share very often. But this had to bring out like the 12-year-old in us, didn't it? I mean, to be able to watch this, and let's face it, when you were that age, you didn't come inside until Mom screamed, "Get inside now, young man," because you wanted to be out there just having a good time, and actually you almost forgot just how cold it was. I'm sure these guys didn't, but they ended up playing just like those 12-year-olds and getting it done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.